My name is Jane and I'm from the Baringa region. I'm currently in the process of seeking legal advice, and this is something which most of the people in my community, my family and those around me, don't even know that they have access to. There's just such a lack of awareness in my community that there is all this help out there that we can seek in cases like this. Now, one of the problems we're now facing is the fact that, the courts in Australia only recognise documentary evidence, or that's what they usually recognise. And that's really difficult for me to obtain. In customary law, it's all about oral or anecdotal evidence, and this is something that Australian law just doesn't seem to recognise. This is one of the problems that I'm now facing, and it's something that I'm going to have to take to the young lawyers who I'm about to visit.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Is this where I can find some lawyers?
Yes, it is. I'm Elwoods.
Hi, nice to meet you, El.
Hi, I'm Atticus.
Nice to meet you, Atticus. I'm Jane.
Nice to meet you.
Now, I have a bit of a problem.
So my family and I, we reside in the Baringa region, and we've been doing so for so many years. But right now, Big Mineco, one of the biggest mining companies in Australia, is looking to take over our land and build on top of it. And I just don't want that to happen. I'm not having it. It's my family's land. We've been living here for century after century. And is there anything you can do to help?
Okay, it sounds like what you're looking for is a native title claim, which essentially means you're going to assert your Indigenous right to that land and your family's right to that land. Now, to prove a native title claim, what we need to do is establish that you and your family or you and your ancestors have had continuous connection with that land going back several years. Now, have you ever not lived on this land?
So my family and I, we were taken off the land for approximately 5 years or so when I was a child, but we managed to come back onto the land and we've been living there ever since.
Okay, that's essential. We needed to know that. Thank you very much. So basically, well, I think that according to the law, we definitely have to take it to court. We have to tell the court. It's part of the rules. It's part of our duties as lawyers to be ethical and disclose everything.
Okay.
No, I disagree. Think about it. This family deserves this land. They deserve this land as Indigenous people. We can hide it from the court. You don't need to admit that we've lived away from the land. We'll just not mention it. That's not really misleading. I mean, even if it is, it's totally justified.
I know that you strongly believe in native title and claims and Indigenous claims, obviously, but as lawyers, it's just not the ethical thing to do. We honestly just cannot. It's part of the law. We need to abide by the rules of the law. What kind of lawyers would we be if we didn't do that?
It's bloody Elle and her rules. She never shuts up about it. Can't you see that this family has been through enough? I mean, their land was stolen from them already, and now all they want is to keep this mining corporation off. But oh no, we have to follow the rules, don't we?
You see, the problem with Atticus is that he's always willing to bend the rules. I mean, did he not take a university course on lawyers' ethics and justice? Rules are what make lawyers great. Atticus, I respect you as a lawyer, but I'm not willing to break the rules.
So what are we going to do?
Let's go ask the barrister. Hi, Chloe.
Oh, hello! Sorry, hello. Can I help you?
Did you get my email about the native title claim case?
Yeah, look, I did, but you know how I feel about native title. I just don't believe in it. I don't want to take on a case that I don't believe in.
But you have to remember that Rule 5 of the Barrister's Rules specifically says you can't refuse a case based on your own personal beliefs.
I just can't stand native title claims. But I suppose Elle's right. I do have to put those beliefs to one side. Rule 5 is important. And I've asked around, no one else is willing to take the case on. No, I'm going to have to do it. And if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability.